Okay, so as I was saying earlier, I'm doing the Black Widow challenge. My inspiration for this challenge is Henry Flagler, who was a huge name in St. Augustine, in all of Florida, really. He had this crazy second wife. Her name was Ida Alice Shroud, and she was actually the nurse to his first wife, who had passed away. And she basically was a social climber. She was a gold digger, and she wanted Henry's money. That's what she was interested in him for. So when his wife died, she was in a hurry to take his wife's place and succeeded very well in doing that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the challenge does require that you use specific traits. And those are materialistic, snob, and romantic. Now, if you take a look over here, right over here, you're going to see that my traits differ. And that's because in lieu of the snob trait, I chose the insane trait because Ida Alice was pretty crazy. In fact, her marriage to Henry Flagler would not last very long, not because one of them passed away, but because Ida became very obsessed with occult practices. A friend of hers gave her a Ouija board. She used to go up to the attic with this Ouija board and talk to it. She convinced herself that the Tsar of Russia was communicating with her through this Ouija board and wanted to marry her. When she started wandering around the Hotel Ponce de Leon muttering things like this, her husband realized that it was time for her to seek some professional help. So he had her locked away. Now, while locked away, she would do crazy things like attack her psychiatrist with a pair of scissors. So in 1899, she was declared insane, and she was institutionalized. And by 1901, Henry Flagler was filing for divorce and getting ready to remarry. So Ida Alice is the inspiration for my Black Widow challenge. I think that she is one of the most fascinating characters in St. Augustine's history, and I think it'll be fun to play around with her and see how well I can move her from a tiny crappy apartment into a big fancy mansion. We're going to go ahead and start working on that, and I will be posting more videos as that goes on. But here's a look at her day dress, and then we've got her formal wear. We have her athletic wear. I kept that very simple because, ooh, those shoes though, we're not going to leave those. I kept that real simple because, of course, back then women weren't very active. I mean, they were active, and every Black Widow needs a boudoir set, so there we go. And then we just go back to the standard